Hey there, it's Kelly. I am back with a new layout for Hip Kit, and for my layout today, I'm going to be using the December 2016 kits. There's quite a bit of the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Take Me Away collection in the kits this month, and I am so excited. I absolutely adore that collection, so I am excited to be creating with it. So right now I'm just working on getting the basis of my design set up. This layout is based off of one of the Hip Kit Club Facebook forum sketches. If you're new to my channel, I have mentioned in previous videos that Hip Kit Club offers free sketches each week in the Facebook forum. You do not have to be a subscriber to the kits to join us in the Facebook forum. It's just a great place to chat with other paper crafters and show off your projects, but we do offer free sketches each week. So you're going to want to make sure you head over there to check out the sketches. I will make sure to link to the Facebook forum in the description below. All of the pattern papers that I use on this layout are from the Pink Paisley Paige Evans Take Me Away collection, and all of those pattern papers can be found in the main kit. I also use quite a few of the ephemera pieces from the Take Me Away ephemera pack that is included in the main kit. Both that tag and then that journaling card that is tucked below the photo are included in the ephemera pack. I actually don't use any mixed media or any cut files on this layout, which is a little bit out of my style. I typically will use both of those elements on almost all of my pages, but I wanted this layout to be really clean and simple, and I just wanted it to really focus on the photo and to focus on the story. So I wanted to be careful on how much color I was bringing in. As you could see, I was trying to figure out the layers behind my photo, but I do keep them fairly neutral. I stick with a lot of purple and white. I do throw in a little bit of teal and then that yellow pattern paper also. I'm cutting apart the remaining pieces of that pattern paper, just trying to figure out how I want to position the layers behind my photo. I do end up using a piece of that pattern paper, but I end up flipping it over and using the other side, which you can see there. And I just like the little pops of color that peek out from behind the photo. I feel like it gives it some nice detailing without being too over dramatic or too distracting. I do also back my photo with that light gray cardstock, and then I'm going to back the whole thing with some fun foam. I want to add a little dimension to the photo. I do tuck quite a few embellishments kind of underneath the photo and just around the photo cluster, and I really like the dimension that the photo has when it's on fun foam and then you have elements tucked underneath. I just feel like it really adds a lot of dimension and a lot of interest to the layout. Okay, so now I'm going to start working on my title, and my title for this layout is going to be Field Trip, and I'm going to use the black thickers that are included in the main kit. This photo was taken on the bus on the way to a field trip with my son, and we went to a college that was fairly local, and I had 7 second grade boys in my group for this field trip, and it was actually a lot of fun. The boys were very well behaved, and we went to different stations that were set up around campus. So we were able to see the campus, and they had different activities or different programs set up for the kids to view or participate in, and it was just a lot of fun. And I am so thankful when I get to spend that extra time with Aiden, when I go into the classroom with him or when I get to go on field trips. It's just something that I hold very near and dear to my heart, and I'm always so thankful and grateful for that extra time with him. So I absolutely adore this photo, and I did have to journal about this, so I typed my journaling out on my We Are Memory Keepers typecast typewriter, and just talking about how grateful I am for this time with him, and how he's just growing so fast, and how I love everything about the age that he is right now, and how I just want to remember all of these moments forever. All right, so as I was rambling, I did add a few things to the layout. I did add some stitching around that yellow pattern paper, and now I am coming in with a Missy Wooden trademark. I am adding some tangled thread to the layout on the top right and bottom left-hand side of that photo. And I just happened to have this yellow thread laying on my desk, and it matched that yellow pattern paper perfectly. So I felt like it was a sign that I needed to add it to the layout. And I really do like the texture that it brings, and it does add a fun element to the layout. I did add one of the Pink Paisley Take Me Away epoxy flags to my journaling card. Those are included in the Project Life kit this month, and they are attached to a gold paper clip. So I just slid that directly onto the journaling card. I did add one of the Maggie Holmes tassels that are included in the main kit this month onto that paper clip, and I just like the added texture that it brings. And I'm going to start adhering things down. If you watched my last video, then you heard me say that I did purchase some new fine line bottles. If you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that I was having some trouble with the first couple bottles that I purchased, but I am using the Scotch Quick Dry Glue in the bottle that I currently have, and it is working much better than the liquid glass, which is similar to glossy accents that I had in my first couple bottles. So fingers crossed that this is going to work out well. I really want these bottles to work. I love the idea behind them. So I really am hoping that this glue works much better than the glue that I was using previously. I'm going to adhere down that pattern paper in the bottom left-hand corner of the layout. And this is one thing that I absolutely love about working with multiple pattern papers from the same collection. Even though those are two different pattern papers, the purples match beautifully. So it almost looks like this paper was designed that way with that triangle in the bottom left-hand corner. And you may have noticed when I was putting the paper into my paper trimmer to trim off the excess of that pattern paper, I knocked my photo off the layout. I didn't wait long enough for the liquid adhesive to dry, so it just fell off when I flipped it over. I am going to add a little bit more tangled thread to that bottom left-hand side of the photo. This layout is getting really close to being finished. I am going to bring in a few acrylic stars that are included in the Project Life kit this month, and they are exclusive to Hip Kit Club. I'm going to add a few clusterings of those. I do add some to the bottom left-hand side, the bottom right-hand side, and then closer to the photo on the top right-hand side. I do also add a little bit more stitching off camera. I add a zigzag stitch around that yellow pattern paper and then also through the purple pattern paper on the bottom left-hand side. And I am going to leave you with some still shots. Remember to head over to the Facebook forum so you can check out the sketch and the other design team girls' interpretations. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will be back again soon.